You sure I'm gonna be right here before she comes?
Oh yeah, you're fine. She's not coming back for a while.
You can split this beer
Oh.
and hold one nose did and sneak aside. It's power. It ain't that bad. No, it ain't that bad.
No.
It ain't nothing bad.
No.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So.
What's going on, man? Would you be Ron? We're not trying to get you in trouble. We're just trying to have a conversation, man. We're not police or nothing. We're not trying to get you in any wrapped up in nothing, but we're just trying to figure out what's going on here today.
Why did you set me up like that?
What happened? What happened?
Why would you set me up like that?
Who set you up?
Why would you set me up like that?
What do you mean?
Like I met her on the website. Like
Okay.
I didn't think shit.
Oh, hold on, calm down, man. We're just gonna talk.
Website. That's crazy, man.
What website? What website would that be?
That's fucked up, man.
Oh, hey, man. We're gonna talk about it.
I met her on Grindr.
Oh, okay.
On the website, you meet people.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that. You can meet people on.
That's messed up, man.
Right.
That's messed up. I can't be doing me like this, man. Man, I didn't know this shit, man.
Okay.
Was gonna go down like this.
Well, that's why. Look, Ron, that's why we're here. We have her side of the story. There are two sides of every
Why
story.
would she set me up to drag me here? Why would you even need somebody?
Well, there's two sides to every story.
There ain't no point in even doing all that. Like,
Right.
why? Like, why?
I don't know. I mean, what was she telling you? Did she have some like malicious intent? I didn't really read much of the text, but what was she saying?
She was just. I mean, she was saying, "Come by, like,
Okay.
I can come over, like, shit."
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Man, it's crazy, man.
Right.
It's crazy. This is all a freaking setup, man. Like, why would you get on a website to set somebody up like that?
Well, why would you?
Why?
Why would you get on a website
Because I like transgender women. I meet transgender women
Okay.
on there.
There's nothing wrong with
That's
that.
why I go in there to meet.
Right.
But like this is crazy, man.
Well, Ron,
This is crazy, man.
what was gonna go on here today with her?
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know.
What would you guys talk about?
Nothing was written down in stone what was going to happen. Nothing was really discussed what we actually was going to do. Like shit.
Okay, so what do you think would have happened here today?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay, well,
Man,
would you say she was young?
Man,
Man,
I
look,
already got enough troubles in my life going on, man, for this whole situation.
and we're not trying to get you in no more trouble.
And somebody I talked to told me this was a setup. I should have listened to him.
Man,
I should have listened to him.
so close.
I should listen to him.
Right.
I was going to turn around and go back.
Then why didn't you?
Because I called and I heard her voice and I was like, okay, she's a real person.
Right.
So I figured, shit, I ain't hearing no echoes or nobody policing in the background. So, shit.
Well, why were you worried about police in the first place, Ron?
Because I knew I was wrong to be here. I knew I was wrong to be here.
Okay.
I was wrong to be here.
I appreciate the honesty.
I'm
in
wrong
that.
to be here.
Okay.
But I got enough going on wrong in my life as it is.
Oh, tell me about it, man. Look, man. I'm not trying to get you in. You don't gotta talk about it.
Do what y'all gotta do, man. It's whatever.
We don't gotta call the police, but
yeah, that's what it's here for. Why all these cameras on me, man? Y'all got these cameras. This
look,
whole
Ron.
thing is set up. I got whole things set up.
Well, look, Ron. This can end today, here and now, with a conversation between me and you.
What's the conversation going to be about? What?
Well, if you let me finish.
Some kind of bribe? Some kind of trying to get something out of me?
I'm not trying to get anything out of you. I'm not trying to bribe you or anything like that.
I'm a henchman ready like you going to fucking kill me and shit?
No one's gonna kill anyone or do anything.
What the fuck?
So, this girl, how old did she tell you that she was?
She told me she was young, man. She
How
told
young?
me she was young.
How young would that
She
be?
told me she was young. She didn't tell me at first. When I on her profile, on the ground profile, it didn't say her age. I didn't know her age.
Right.
I started talking to her a little bit. Then she told me how old she was.
Okay, and how old would that be?
She's young. She's young. She's young as fuck.
Did she tell you that she was 13 years old?
She told me she was young. She's young as fuck.
Okay, and where did the conversation go once she told you that?
I was like, I was paranoid.
Okay.
Because I was like, yeah, it's wrong. I know it's wrong and shit. And I figured it could be a setup. Why didn't I fucking listen to my damn instinct? Why didn't I fucking listen to my instincts, man? Why didn't I listen to my fucking instincts?
I don't know, man.
I knew this shit was a setup. I knew it. Like, why? Like, my friend I talked to on the way down here told me, it's a setup, man. It's a setup. It's a setup. I said, I called her, I heard her voice. He says it's still a setup. It's a setup. And what I do, I'm still fucking here like a dummy.
Okay, well, after she told you she was 13, what was
I started talking, I still was talking to her. I was talking to her crazy.
Do you remember
I was saying crazy. I was saying crazy stuff.
Saying some crazy stuff?
I did crazy stuff.
Okay.
I did shit that was totally wrong.
Okay.
And I met somebody else. I was trying to meet somebody else before her that did the same type of thing. I didn't meet them. Okay. But they said they was gonna put my picture out there and said I tried to talk to underage girls. But she didn't say, the other girl didn't say how old she was. So I didn't know. She just popped that out there on me. But this one, she said. So I'm wrong. I'm wrong for this. I shouldn't even came here. I shouldn't have entertained it. I shouldn't have. Even though I was coerced kind of in a way. Cause I did say, yeah, you're young, I'm wrong. And she was like, nobody's gonna find that. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. My mom was going to work, this and that. Okay. So I know I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
She was wondering what's in the Bible that you were trying to
It was just poppers. It's just it just gives you a mind it's like a little mind buzz. It's like a mind buzz. Okay, well, and I gotta do it. So I know I'm wrong as hell. I'm wrong as fuck, man.
Well, that's why I wanted to talk to you, Ron, because there's two different types of guys that we come across when we do these types of things. Guys who are genuine, sick pedophiles who don't see anything wrong with what they're doing, and I walk away thinking they might do it again, and then that's where cops kind of get involved. But I could appreciate.
I've never done this.
Okay.
I never went this far.
Okay.
With it for.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be on TV.
And I can appreciate that you're being, no, it's not gonna be on TV. That you're being honest and admitting that you're wrong, because that shows that I know.
I watch porn. I watch young TS twinks on porn.
You watch young TS twinks on porn?
Yeah,
Hey, probably some good stuff on there.
I got an issue with it. I got a problem with it. I got a lot of issues.
So do you think?
I got a drug problem. I got a lot of problems.
Tell me about it, man. How do you think that those problems led you into coming here today?
That's what I've been doing the last 3 days, man. I ain't been home. I've been on the bench the last 3 days.
Okay, so you've been just kind of.
I had a probation appointment Friday. I didn't go.
Why wouldn't you go to your probation appointment, man?
Because I was high.
Probably don't want them seeing you like that, huh?
I was high. I was out wilding out.
Right. So I mean, man, it looks like you knew it was wrong. You knew that she was young, and it sounds like you know there's some crazy things said. I mean, what was going on in your head when you were sending these things, knowing her age? If you knew it was wrong, but we're still doing it.
Just thinking about the porn shit.
Just thinking about the porn shit? Were you just horny, texting whoever, or what was the situation?
I'm always fucking horny. I've been texting all day. I've been on Grindr ever since last night. And watching porn ever since last night. 24 hours.
Oh, so you've been going at it for like 16 hours straight.
I've been, like I said, last 2 days. I got a hotel room in Greensboro for 2 days. I was supposed to go back home. I live with my girlfriend.
Okay.
I ain't showed up. I left Wednesday to go to work. Called in sick to work. Didn't go to work. Went to see a friend after that. Got a room.
So how many, when we're on Grindr, it seems like you're texting a lot of girls. I'm sure there's a lot of people who kind of send things to you without you even, knowing or being aware, and then it's kind of too late. Is there, when you're as nonchalant as you were in the beginning of your conversation with her, to me, I've been doing this long enough to know it reads like it's probably a situation commonly enough where have other girls told you that they're a minor and it maybe has scared you off in the past, or other people?
Yeah.
Okay. How did those kind of go?
Crazy. This gonna be on TV, man.
This ain't gonna be on TV, man.
It's gonna be on the internet or something.
This isn't gonna be on the internet, man.
How did y'all come up with this whole plan situation? Have y'all been following me on ground?
We haven't been doing anything, man.
The filming is just for
our safety and yours. I don't know that you
We can't say we did something that we didn't do.
But how did this whole thing come across? I don't understand how.
So I run an organization called Kids Protect America, and what we do is we have parents, and our Chloe's parents reached out based off finding the chat messages, and what we do is intervene before anything can really happen and assess the individual to either.
So she's doing that out of her own will.
Well, let me finish. We either, depending on the situation with the individual, figure out a routine and rehab where we can get them on a better path where they aren't doing things with minors anymore, or if there's a situation where, okay, this guy's just a full-blown pedophile, doesn't care what he did, then we get police involved. So that's kind of how this came about.
My thing is, was she a tool y'all put on there to trap me, or was she doing this stuff and y'all?
She was doing this stuff anyway.
And y'all called it.
Nope. As I explained, her parents found the chat logs, and that's how we got involved.
They had like a parental control.
So did she know all this was going down now?
At this point, she knows now. But
she knew. So she knew the whole time I was coming, this was going to happen.
At this point, yes. But I want to get back to the root cause of why you're even here in the first place, and when these other minors reach out, I know a lot of them can say some crazy shit and do some crazy shit before you even reach out.
Most of the time when they say their amount, I'm like, no,
right.
I cut it off.
Okay.
But like I said, I guess like my mind has been going these last few days. I've been in this whole porn mindset, drug mindset. I've been in this mindset. So I was like, maybe I can get away with it, I guess.
Yeah, I know. And especially when there's a lot of kids on these apps, then they're apps they shouldn't even be on. Like, are you on Telegram or Zangy or anything like that?
Telegram's all of it's fake.
Right, I know. That's what I'm asking. I know one thing I see a lot is a lot of these people who get a lot of spamming shit and whatnot on Telegram, and that kind of is what leads into their porn addiction. So do you get a lot of scammers or anything on Telegram, or what do you think?
I've met people on Grindr tell me to hit them up on Telegram. Then they're like, well, you want to link up. Send me, cash at me this much money.
Right, mad scammers.
Or what's the other one? Bitcoin. Send me a coin. That's how you learn. When they start sending the coin.
Oh yeah, they ask for a Bitcoin, it's over. They're not even in the same country as you. Right.
So, but me being stupid and it's crazy. I probably done spent over the last 2 years about $10,000 probably, and not met not met the person or nothing. Just
damn, what were we spending all that money on?
Just them saying to me, let's link up. Send me this. I'll see the address. They'll see the address, and it don't be at
What is it usually?
Yeah, it'll be somewhere, but you try to contact them, they don't answer, or they check, or it's dark, nobody's there. You ain't gonna just go knock on the door, nobody's there. You're gonna try to contact them first. So
we get $10,000 deep into that. You didn't learn after the first 3,000 or 4,000. Okay. So on Telegram, is there a lot of people who maybe like send you just pictures out of the blue that you can't even react to?
Most of the time they come from Grindr, and they're like, let's link up on Telegram or on I feel like it's human nature to be attracted to younger people, but not to act on it. You know right from wrong. That's, you know what I'm saying? How long is this interview gonna be, man?
Well, Juan, at this point, I've really covered over the whole conversation you guys have had, and I feel like probably there's a good chance you're gonna do it again based off the conversation that we've had here today. So,
I'm a what?
I mean, how do you think your 14-year-old son's
I
gonna
know, like
feel
my
when
kid's
he
gonna be
sees it?
devastated about this whole situation. How's that going? I mean, that's gonna look terrible on me.
Why weren't we thinking about that on the way here, man?
I was thinking about that. I was. I just didn't think I was gonna get caught up in it.
Gotcha. Well,
Like,
you did, man.
Like, I'm trying to figure out how. Like, this had to be a setup. Like, the whole situation for all y'all be waiting here. Like, when I got here, like, how did all that? Like, it's like the whole thing was like y'all was.
we're just really fast.
This is some bullshit, man.
Some would say coming to have sex with a child is some bullshit. I think the best thing you can do for yourself is once the
Y'all
police
supposed to
are
be like
here.
the fucking police or something.
Huh?
Y'all supposed to be the police or something.
No, we're not police. I told you that the second I walked
why,
out.
How y'all holding me here? How, like, what's the
Who's
situation?
holding you here?
Did y'all call the police and let them know?
Yeah, they're
this whole
on.
thing was
They're on their
going
way
down?
right now.
So
They're on
y'all
their way right
waited
now.
for me to get here. If I wouldn't have came, what would have happened?
You'd probably still be a free man, but you did come. So
I don't care about what y'all look like.
okay. We're not here to care about appearances, skin tone, anything like that.
I'm all fucked up.
Yeah, but you did some
I
fucked
know
up
I'm
shit, man.
fucked up.
You did do some fucked up shit.
I know I was fucking gone. That's why I told Karen when I was coming here, yeah, you might not see me again. And that's what the fuck is happening. My life's fucked up. It's all fucked up.
I mean, man, you did it to yourself. You can be mad, you can blame her, you can blame whoever you want, but it's a situation where you put yourself in
I know I
their
did.
shoes.
I know I did.
Okay.
I know I did shit to myself. How the fuck am I supposed to relax? How the fuck? If you was in my shoes, would you relax?
My face ain't gonna make it better, brother.
If you was in my shoes, would you relax?
Relax.
If you were in my shoes, would you relax?
I'm telling you, relax. You have a long day.
When you know your life's about to be fucked up. Man, it's already fucked up. I want a fucking lawyer. If I talk to a fucking lawyer. Fucking bullshit. Shut up, motherfucking bullshit. All fucking setup, man. All scamming setups.
Okay.
You didn't have to do me like that.
All right.
I'm on fucking probation. I already fucked up. Life's already fucked up. I ain't seen my kids. Don't spend time with my kids. Homeless. Why do you look like you want to whoop my ass? You got that look on your face? You had that look on your face since I walked in here. Like you're a fucking enforcer or some shit.
That's exactly what I'm here to do. Is to force you.
You some kind of Navy SEAL or some shit?
I mean, you can get therapy. There are programs, things you can do to better your life.
Not in fucking jail. Who the fuck wants to be locked up? I just got out of fucking jail. That shit, that's fucking 36 days, so like fucking year. Somebody be locked up in no fucking jail. That's your bullshit, man. I don't care how you looking at me. I ain't to calm down. What are you, a preacher? It's already what? How much worse can it get? I can't afford no fucking lawyer. That man, the corporals ain't gonna do shit for me. They don't do shit for you. They work with they work with the system. They ain't worried about getting nobody off and then or listening to the situation. But all they gonna do is take my past. They gonna probably take all the shit they got, probably one line stacked up, and take all that shit and use it against me. And nothing even like we didn't even do nothing. It didn't happen. It could have happened, but it didn't. Damn, I can't believe I'm going back to fucking jail. Got out of fucking jail, man. Damn!
Damn.
I should have got high as fuck before I go to jail, man. I ain't high enough. I ain't fucking high enough to go to jail, man. This shit must have been planned. Like, ain't no way y'all had to be watching her. Y'all had to be watching her situation. Y'all got somebody else the same way? I must not be the first.
Been doing this for years, man.
Damn, what the fuck I'm gonna tell my goddamn kids, man? What the fuck I'm gonna tell my kids, man? What the fuck I'm gonna tell my kids? They're already losing respect for me because I don't see them like this. So they really gonna lose respect for me. All my kids, even my oldest son, who looked up to me. I mean, he knows I got a problem, but he still looked up to me. And now he gonna look down. Everybody gonna look down. Everybody gonna look down on me.
You know Robert Downey Jr.? You know who that is?
Nah, man.
Iron Man, you know the actor for him? I'm sure you know who Iron Man is, right?
Nah, I know Iron Man.
Well, his actor, Robert Downey Jr., very loved person. One of the most loved actors, biggest actors in the world. 20 years ago, he said the N-word, hard R, was deep in drugs, was a deadbeat dad. Pretty similar situation to you. Now, he's got a good relationship with his kids. He's a good actor. He's famous.
That's the opposite.
But listen to what I'm saying.
He had a deadbeat dad. He wasn't the deadbeat dad.
I'm telling you, he is. He was the deadbeat dad. He had a drug problem. He was a deadbeat dad. His kids had no respect for him. He was basically homeless, and he got his first acting role while he was homeless because he was still hustling.
But he wasn't considered a fucking pedophile. That's a totally different fucking...
I'm pretty sure he killed someone.
Different shit.
But let me elaborate on where I'm going with this.
People look down like you're the worst of the worst people in the fucking world.
Well, you didn't do anything today, man.
I did, but I might as well have. They gonna lock me up like I did something.
The best thing you can do, man, is take it on the chin, accept responsibility. Well, listen to me, man. I would respect my dad way more if he was honest about the dumb shit he did.
All right, I can be honest to my kids about it, but it ain't gonna change my life none. I'm still gonna be locked up for years. I'm still gonna be in a fucked up situation.
But it doesn't have to stay fucked up. That's what I'm telling you, man.
It's been fucked up for a while. It's already been fucked up for a while. What's gonna be my charges?
Well, because you didn't do anything, man. That's why I was trying to elaborate. You might not even go to jail. That's why I'm telling you, if you're as honest as you can be, that truly will help you.
The police ain't gonna help me being honest. I just want to tell you, you don't talk to your lawyer. You don't talk to them, tell them it's nothing. Because they gonna use everything you say against you.
So then ask to call a lawyer. I'm just trying to tell you how you can help yourself, because I've seen men in a similar situation as you help themselves later on. And I'm just trying to give you that advice so you can, for your kids, for your children's sake, because they don't deserve to not have a dad because of what you did.
They are going to. They're going to fry me for this shit, man. They're going to fry me for this shit. It doesn't even happen, but they're going to fry me. But like I said, they're going to probably go through all my fucking emails and shit and find a bunch of shit. You know I ain't do shit. The stuff I sent, just a bunch of shit. And use that shit against me. Like I said, they probably been watching me. Fuck, man.
So there's a story you told me.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is Ron. Ron came here to have sex with what he thought was a 13-year-old girl. We run a decoy organization that does this all over the country.
What's the name of that organization?
Omma, O-M-M-A.
Okay.
So we set up decoy profiles all across America, and he came across what he thought was a 13-year-old girl named Chloe, where they met on Grindr, and after exchanging their phone numbers,
Grindr, you said?
yes, Grindr, and then after they exchanged phone numbers, Ron began sending nudes, and once the girl told him that he was 13, Ron began asking for more nude pictures, sent more of himself, asked about if she drinks, if she would do drugs, inquired about having oral sex with her and giving and receiving. And that's really the gist of what was going down here today. Is they had planned to have oral sex after potentially drinking and doing some meth, and then going from there.
Is all that true?
Somewhat. I was having a second thought. I'm like, I hear you. I'll stop at McDonald's. I'll talk to a friend of mine. I told her about the situation. She says it's a setup. I was like, all right, I'm gonna call. So I called. She didn't pick up. I said, it does seem like a setup. So she calls back. I hear her voice. I was like, okay. Maybe it's not a setup. But during our conversation, I was like, you're not the police or nothing. Trying to, set me up. And she kind of got, defensive, like, nah, I ain't the police, Why you call me fucking police type thing. I felt like I was kind of coerced. I mean, I like.
Did you know she was underage?
Yeah.
So you did you knowing that she was underage, did you come here with your intent to have sex with her?
I didn't know what was going to happen. Like I said, if she would have, acted fearful, uncomfortable, I would have backed off. I wouldn't have forced myself on her.
Yeah, so we have everything on a Google Drive for you guys, and then everything in regards to what happened here we have as well. But everything is logged and recorded.
You could have turned back around. I know you said you.
I did twice. I thought about my kids, about how old they was, how old she was. I thought about all that shit.
How old are your kids?
I got a 10-year-old girl, a 14-year-old boy, a 20-year-old girl, and a 21-year-old boy. I know it's going to jail. It's like a setup, man.
It is kind of like a setup.
It's like the police can entrap, other people can entrap.
Well, I did tell you the second I came out, I'm not a police officer, so.
What y'all gonna charge me with? That's what I'm gonna do. What y'all charge me with?
Hey.
I wanna know. Y'all putting y'all arresting me.
Look,
I wanna know.
You're not under arrest right now. Just sit down.
Yeah.
I'm putting handcuffs on me. How can I impede? I can't impede your investigation. They got everything that they need. They set it all up. So they got everything from her. Like it was orchestrated. After they found out about it, the whole situation, it was orchestrated. The whole thing was orchestrated. Because when I was like, you're the police, she could easily be like, yeah, but no, she made something she wasn't.
They're not law enforcement. If they had identified themselves as such and claimed that is a charge. They never said that they were law enforcement.
My sales was a setup, and I know.
They're not required to tell you that it's a setup.
Probably wouldn't have came if we told you it was a setup.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's something for you to discern, not for them to tell you.
What if a real girl was here?
Oh,
What do you think would have happened?
And then she didn't tell me how old she was from the start. When I met her on ground, she didn't tell me how old she was. She waited till we started talking a little further, and then told me how old she was.
But you kept talking after finding out her age. And then
That's besides the point. She gave me trouble first. I probably wouldn't have kept talking to her anyway.
But you did.
It was orchestrated to the fucking T.
But the problem is you came here.
It was orchestrated. It was a setup.
We know.
Orchestrated. Y'all made it look like a certain way for me to come. Because like I said, if it was in a busy area where his house, I wouldn't have stuck it out and felt somebody would have seen me.
Well, the part where she tells you she's 13 is usually the part where people would discern themselves to back off.
So it's only a problem if other people see you with a minor?
No, I'm not saying that. It's wrong. I know it's wrong. It's wrong, period. It's wrong. But it didn't happen. You could say it might have happened. It could have happened, but it didn't.
Well, you
So-
told me that it probably would have
She said
happened.
The whole word, as soon as you put your hands on her, as soon as you went to go touch her waist, she said, you need to go to the bathroom. That means she's uncomfortable. Because you
But
should
when
have
she
done
was uncomfortable, I was gonna leave. I was gonna leave her alone.
You offered this 15-year-old what you thought was drugs.
It ain't drugs. It's just a mind altering kind of move.
Can you get it as a 15-year-old?
No, you can't do that.
Exactly, it's drugs, man. Come on.
What was she? How old was she?
13.
13.
Oh, 13. So you offered a 13.
I know this shit looks bad as fuck. But your kid still can't prove that something would have happened if you was here or you weren't here. You can't prove that. How you gonna prove
She
that?
said, I'm gonna do all this, and you said, come here to do it, and then you came here to do it.
But it did. But that don't mean it would have happened just because you say it. When people get around each other, you feel out each other, and the way your energy revolves right to the way is a way something would happen, a way it would not happen. If her energies didn't match, it wouldn't have happened anyway.
Did her energy say that she wanted you to touch her?
It didn't say it didn't, but then when she backed off, ain't like when she backed off, I'll try to force myself.
You're right, but you didn't even ask her if you could. She's not a normal girl, she's a minor, you didn't even ask her, you just went for it.
And then you were gonna drug her. You offered her drugs.
But she said no a couple times, and you said that was multiple times, she said no.
So it's not even statutory, that's just rape.
It's
Raping a 13-year-old.
Allegedly.
You said it's a mind alter. Why does she need to alter her mind?
You got it at a weed store. I mean, maybe
I'm a fraud for this shit, man. Fuck it, man. I'm a fraud for this bullshit, man.
that kid would have been raped here today. I mean, that's,
If who's to say it would have happened?
you said it would have.
Nobody said it was going to
You said I
happen.
would have been okay with having oral from this kid.
You did say
That
that.
was
But-
your words, not mine. Straight out of your mouth.
But it didn't happen. What I'm saying is, I said shit. Yes, I said things. But it didn't happen. Who's to say it would have happened?
You, because
She did
you.
not consent.
Well,
But what I'm saying is,
It didn't actually happen, right? It didn't actually happen. Well, here's the thing. It doesn't matter. It's called online solicitation. You came here to meet a minor.
well, hold on, Ron, when you were talking to me, I asked you if oral sex would have happened here today. You said probably. So it doesn't matter that it happened from your mouth, and it's all recorded, so you can't say I'm lying. You said it probably would have happened. So I can't say what would or would not have happened. But you said it would have happened. Your words.
But it don't even matter what I said. Because either way, like you said, she's a minor, she can't consent. So either way, it doesn't matter. It don't matter.
Okay. You just want to put your email in?
I was busy, I can get a good lawyer, I get off on this shit. But since I can't, I'm a fraud for this bullshit. That's how the system is. You got money, you get off on this shit. You got money, you
Awesome.
can pay your way out of situations. You can pay your way, you can get bond and pay your way out of fucking jail and shit. But when you broke and you black, you can't. You're fucking stuck. Your life's fucked up.
I understand, but this is a decision. So we're gonna go back to my car, okay?
Get off me, man.
Hey, you're all right.
Holy fuck, dude. What a crazy catch. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Found good and white and can afford a good fucking lawyer. I get off with it.
Wow.
What an idiot. Oh my god, why would you do that? Let's give him a little bit of space here. What a fucking idiot.